Hey, y'all. I got some dates coming up. I'd like to tell you about them because my agent, Matt Blake, is making me do this. San Francisco, California, Punchline, December 12th through the 14th. Hilarities, Cleveland, Ohio, January 7th through the 8th. Irvine, California, January 17th and 19th. Irvine Improvs. Schaumburg, Illinois, February 13th, 16th. Chicago Improv. And you can find more at BobbyLeeLive.com. Thank you.
Here's the theme song.
Because a guy like this, as alpha male like this, man, you gotta fucking protect yourself, friend.
Dude, you're
I've learned
scary.
to deal with you bullies.
Whoa.
Over the years.
How do you do it?
What? I go
Brandon
along.
beat me up on the last podcast.
For real? For real?
That jughead, that meat puppet that
He's so
you
strong.
call as a, he's very strong, very handsome,
I know.
and a perfect dick.
But no,
I know.
I do better than that.
What does it look like?
Is yours better than Delia's? Because I've seen Delia's. It's fucking perfection.
So
Okay, good.
That's a real.
I'm gonna have you ask. Are we on?
Yeah. How about this? I don't think I've ever seen your penis, actually. Can we go to the bathroom and show it to me?
You're gonna see it 10 hut.
Dude, it's going to be 10
What does that mean?
Right
10
now he's
hut?
at ease.
What?
Right now he's at ease. But when he's 10 hut,
Oh, right. Like a military. Full metal jacket.
yeah,
Stand up.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then your dick, what does it do? Does it salute your dick? Oh, he's the general.
Makes noise. That's what he sounds
It
like.
breathes?
Oh.
Yeah, I have lungs,
What? You have lungs in your dick.
and I can feed him peanuts.
Wait, is this an elephant?
Oh, you're killing it. Don't say shit until I say your name,
Right,
friend.
dude. Sorry.
Go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ayata patnae. Otto. Do it again. I hate it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. Woo! Khalyla, Gilbert. Jason. Guys, as you know, I'm going through a really hard time in my life. So we moved into this new place, very nice facility, and I wanted a guest. I'm like, what guest? I can get the redneck. I can get the redneck. I can get trailer trash, Theo Vaughn, right? But his dune buggy's broken. Okay, I could get the top, Dalia.
Whoa. That was some fighting words.
I have compliments for you. Shh. All right.
It's going to 10
I could get to the very top of the peak of the Golden Mountain when it comes to comedy. There, yeah. If you see, if you watch Game of Thrones and you look at, what's the place? The seventh. What's the place? Where
King's Landing.
King's Landing. And Cersei's on the top. That's Dalia.
Oh, okay.
Some of us, I'm the people that got killed by that green thing.
Baker's boy?
Yeah,
You're Podrick?
A Padre.
Whatever. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're the
die.
Baker's boy, the
Baker's
fat
boy.
kid, yeah.
Thank you. I'm the baker's boy. Okay. And then there are people that are like in the middle ground. You know what I mean? And there are people above that as well. But see, he's not. Should I call Dalia? No. Should I call the Queen, Whitney? She was gonna do it today, but she had other priorities. Probably Chelsea Handler. But I go. I need, because I'm in a very sensitive. I need a rock.
Yeah.
I need foundation. You can't build a house on sand. I need girth. I need, honestly, I need authentic comedy. You know what I mean? Not fake shit. Right? The stuff. I need a movie star.
Wow.
Right?
Oh.
Because no, just stop. Right? Because when I saw the Joker, my friend, right?
What are you doing?
I'm just
What are you doing?
when I saw the Joker, my friend,
What is that?
right? I saw Bryan Callen's acting.
Yeah.
It showed this part of his face for
Dude, that's not cool. This is not.
a tenth of a second.
No, see, that's not.
Right? And
I don't like
it went like
this.
this. It went, you know what I mean? and that was it.
No, I don't.
But in that little toot,
No,
Oscar.
no, I don't.
Fucking
do that.
Oscar, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Oscar, man. Yeah.
was
So
introduced-
anyway, so I wanted a movie star.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted somebody in the movie The Joker. Preferably somebody who had lines and a scene and a character.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I couldn't because the thing is that I don't know Joaquin.
Oh, man. Joaquin was in a bunch of my scenes.
I don't know. All right. So anyway, I don't
This is-
know. Brian, honestly, I want to say this. Years ago, when I was really bummed about my career, and you tried to help me out. You really are a nice guy. And I remember one time when Ari Shaffir threw that ice shards onto Natasha Leggero's face. You remember that? And you and Dove Davidoff got up and confronted him.
Yeah.
Right? You're a real man. You're a man of honor.
Yes.
You're a man of
tried.
strength. You're the most, honestly, between you and D'Elia, intrinsically funny, you've got, and he would admit it too, you're the most intrinsically funny guy I've ever met.
Give him a slap around.
You're fake as fuck.
What?
You're a piece of shit as
Oh,
well.
why?
I can't.
Why'd you take it away?
I had to take a
You
little.
took it away.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Bryan Callen, give him a round of applause, everybody.
Yeah.
He's the host of Fighter and the Kid, and he's got other things. He's on a new TV show on ABC called Brian's in
Nope,
Gym
nope.
Trunks.
Nope, it's called Schooled. No, you have to get
Schooled,
it right.
and
And
it's
the
great.
Goldbergs before that, yeah. And
Okay.
then Complicated Apes, guys. If you want to watch, if you want to laugh and learn. So
I get it.
So that apparently that's what the
What is it like?
Laugh, learn, in #1 comedy special of all time. Stupid. But if you have Amazon, I don't know. it doesn't
BB.
matter. What?
Because I was on Splitting Up Together for a couple of years, ABC. Fourth lead, it's fine.
Yeah, #2.
I-
I don't care. It's not a competition. Who gives a shit?
But, and you know, it's so funny because you and I are in the same generation of guys, and younger generations, they don't necessarily want to be on a TV show.
Right.
Like I talked
Well,
to.
they don't. Yeah, because TV's not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, there's bigger prizes maybe even out there.
Well, you can be on YouTube and be recognized by, I don't know, everybody.
Right.
And you do it in 10 seconds, or it's just, you can do it with your phone.
Yeah.
And TV, like, I think one of my episodes probably costs, maybe $2-3 million.
Yeah.
And there's 200 people involved in, I don't know. I mean, it's, and not that many people watch TV. Like, you can do a TV show. It used to be, if you did a sitcom, you remember, you were like a household name.
Oh, if you were a little person, right, in an 80s TV show.
Petit personne.
Wow.
Sorry, that's French.
Wow.
Yeah.
Petite,
Speak French. It doesn't matter. Petit personne.
personne. And that show was a hit. Models were sucking your dick
Yeah.
as a little. I mean,
Yeah.
Charlie Hill. Do you remember Charlie Hill?
No.
Okay, Charlie Hill was our first American Indian comic at the Comedy Store. He was all right.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't intrinsically funny like you and D'Elia. He was more. He just wrote cute Indian jokes.
Yeah.
But someone like the woman that played Wonder Woman, who was that?
Gal
Gal
Gadot.
No, the original one.
Oh, Linda Carter.
Linda
Carter.
Carter. Either Linda Carter, yeah, somebody like
So
that.
Beautiful.
Just fucked the shit out of Charlie Hill. And he was basically an open
did?
micer, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's back in the day. If you did stand up at the Comedy Store
Yeah.
in the 80s,
Yeah.
oh, you and I there would be no moisture in our body because all the cum, all the cum would be
It's so
sucked out.
drained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what happens when I go jogging.
Cum gets
that's your daily.
It's just because I don't run with a shirt on. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I know. Car. You know what's annoying is cars drive by and they go, "Thank you."
Oh, they drive, and you don't even know why.
I don't know what the.
Probably
fuck's going
because
on.
either it could be your talent or it could be, I just saw you and you're a fucking piece.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank
what it
you.
is. Yeah, your back looks like a barrel of
Right.
snakes. You're on.
You know, you're getting old.
Who?
Yeah.
Bobby.
No, I'm being real. You look
that
like,
was so-
honestly, sometimes I look at those, when I see a post of you, I think you use that Russian app thing with the face.
365.
Russian app.
The-
365,
Hey, man.
Perfect 365.
No, will that make you look old? What was that thing?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That little app that makes you look old. I thought that you were using that, but you weren't.
We're all
You know you're
getting old,
handsome.
huh?
What?
We're all
I know.
getting old.
How old are you now?
I'm 52.
I just turned 48.
You did?
Yeah. I know.
Do you know what the difference is? I swear to God, in the past year, I have to warm my feet up before I get out of bed.
You have to what?
I have to warm my feet up.
You have to dangle
I have
them.
to fucking twirl my fucking because my ankles, my feet are wooden until I warm them up.
I know.
That's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My brother and his friend Anthony were playing keyboards, right, in my brother's room.
Yeah.
And my dad was taking a nap. My dad's a rageaholic. And he came in completely naked, my brother said. He took the keyboard, smashed it on my brother's head, and then when he was walking out, my dad had tissue paper sticking out of his asshole. And he looked like a Korean kite.
Oh, no.
Right. But then now I have a leaky asshole now too.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I just saw underwear upstairs.
Okay,
that
okay.
had train tracks, and
It's
I
a
was like,
little
wow.
duty, huh?
It's not a little. It's a lot of duty.
A lot of dude.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have anal leakage. Look at my dad.
Let's go ahead and get you a core comp. Porous core.
I get a what?
Cork.
Get a core.
Can you get anal surgery
Probably.
To do what?
to tighten the fucking shit? My
Well,
shit.
you know, that's your sphincter. So your sphincter is losing its muscular. It's like
He's
the
gonna-
sphincter is the most incredible muscle in the body. Do you
Yeah.
know this? It can hold air, it can hold water, and it can hold solid matter, and it can tell the difference.
Yeah,
And
I
so
think
it's
your
a very-
asshole can tell the difference between shit and a dick.
But it's
it
a
can't-
very diverse muscle that way.
Can't fight it.
It has all these nerves.
Okay.
And so because you're not sensitive in the rump area,
Yeah.
your ass is starting to give up, huh?
Are you saying? Well, I don't understand what you're saying. Are you saying that
I want to take a look at it. Now let's
you're not gonna let? No, that'll never happen.
I'm going to look at it against your will.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I'm an aggressive doctor. Now, Peter Farrelly told me a story where
Who's that?
he's the Farrelly Brothers.
No. What? Tell me.
So Tom Cruise and I have a timeshare. You know this. We do jujitsu together. And sorry, I do film. And so,
Guys.
now, hey man,
Oscar.
what the fuck? I was there for 4 days. Joaquin didn't say
We
one
have to.
thing right.
We really do have to talk about that.
We will.
Okay, good.
Crazy.
I'll tell you about it.
All right.
But it was such a crazy experience. But so Peter Farrelly comes in. His dad's a doctor, and he's with his brother, and he goes, "This is how fucked up how funny this family was, and how crazy." Yeah. So he goes like this. He goes, "God, what a night last night." He goes, "Wait a minute." He goes, "My ass is killing me." And he goes, "Well, what's wrong?" And he goes, "I don't know. My ass is just fucking killing me." His dad's a doctor. He goes, "What do you mean your ass is killing me? What are you saying?" And he goes, "I don't know. It just really hurts, man." And he goes, "Well, what the fuck? How? Let me see. Let me see your ass." No, I don't. And he goes, "Let me see it if it's hurting." He goes, "It's killing me. I don't even want to bend down." He goes, "Well, let me see the guy. You probably have a hemorrhoid. Let me see what's going on." And he bends over and he has stuck a condom in his ass. And his dad goes like this. He goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?" And then his dad, this is how sick his dad was. He goes, "God damn it, come on." And his dad goes, "Show your mother. Go show your mother."
I love it.
That's the fair.
I want to kind of have a family like that.
I know.
That's a fun family.
I want a career like his. Yeah, the Joker was in.
So because I know that he likes you a lot,
Yeah.
Todd.
I don't know why, but yeah.
But he does because he's usually in movies, all those movies,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And so he's just like, I got to call Bryan because, this is a big movie.
I don't remember why. Yeah, I got a call. I always get a call from like his assistant that says, "Hey, do you want to play this aging Chippendales dancer?" Or what? I was like, "Okay, of course." Yeah. I always just say yes. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what's. I know he's gonna let me improvise in the thing, but I knew it was a very small part. And then I didn't know anything. I just always say yes. And I knew it was a risk because he's such a genius. Like he wanted to make Taxi Driver, and he knew they'd never let him make Taxi Driver.
Right.
So he goes, "What if I do an origin story of the Joker? Because how did the Joker become the Joker?
Right.
And maybe that's, you remember De Niro, shaves it. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those-
one of my favorite movies of all time.
I mean, for younger people, they don't. But it's one of the greatest movies. It's one of the reasons I became an actor. Like that and Raging Bull. I swear to God, where I was like, I want to be what is that? I want to do that. How do you?
Can I just say something about Taxi Driver real quick, though?
Yeah.
What I love about it is that there's such discipline in the movie, right? There's not a lot of violence. You just
No.
see a guy deteriorating.
Yes.
Right? And that end of the movie, when he goes through Harvey Keitel up the stairs, there's this whole thing, right? Is so visceral and wet and dark.
Do you remember Martin Scorsese's role in that movie?
That monologue.
God damn.
That monologue in the car,
Yes.
you couldn't say, you can't write that now.
I know.
Could you?
I don't know, but it was
If you were
so,
a black writer, right, and he wrote it and he's, you know what I mean, then you would go, oh, he's telling it from his point of view, maybe.
It was just so sick.
So sick,
Like,
man.
what a 45 can do to a woman's pussy. You
Oh
should
my
see that.
God.
Like he was just because she was up there with.
Yeah.
But that is what his life. When in New York, I remember in 82. I remember going back to New York. My mother was from New York, so Manhattan was dangerous. Manhattan was, you saw crazy shit. Dude, you saw crazy. I remember in 84, 85, it was fun. You didn't go down to the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Now, if you bought a fucking apartment on Avenue A,
Yeah.
okay, and let's say 11th, you'd pay, I don't know, for a one-bedroom, $2-3 million.
Yeah.
They had an expression, Avenue A, if you're going to A, you're adventurous, B, you're bold, C, you're crazy, D, you're dead.
Wow.
You didn't go down there. When my grandfather found out I was hanging out down on Avenue A.
What were you down there for?
I was in a gang. Yeah.
Wow.
Called the fucking Switchbladers. I don't know.
Whoa.
I couldn't-
That's called improv, guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hey, man.
Hey,
We're
Joker.
still talking about it, man. God damn it.
Yeah, go ahead.
And but it was so they found when Tompkins Square Park down there, when they raided it and kicked all the squatters out, they found medieval diseases. They found tetanus. They found bubonic plague in the soil. Wow. Crazy shit.
Wow.
It was bad. And it was always just so fucking dangerous. Like I remember, this is the first time I ever saw somebody with a bat tattoo on their face. This was in 89.
Do you remember back in the 80s when you would walk by with anyone with a tattoo, you thought that they were like a prisoner?
Yeah, man.
Now, you know what I mean? Librarians have them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
doctors.
it's
everybody.
insane.
Yeah.
I have such crazy stories because I knew tough guys, but I wasn't one, and they thought I was because I did taekwondo with some really badass guys who weren't just taekwondo guys, they were bad dudes, and they were like the real thing.
Yeah.
And I was funny, so they'd have me around.
Yeah.
But by osmosis, by being around them,
Yeah.
people thought I was tough.
Right.
It was so strange. But
Is that where you
So I was
get? Is that where you get your
exposed to
that thing that you do?
the what?
Because
Karate?
no, not karate, but that
Sorry.
because you have a. That's not who. I know who you really are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're all exaggerations
Yes.
of who we really
I'm
are.
not a tough guy.
No.
No.
But you do this false thing that you
Yes.
do that's
Yeah, yeah.
very fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right? Where did you get that from?
Having a dad that was 6'4", 250 and a Marine, and thinking I had to be a man.
Right.
I thought that was what a man was. So
Yeah.
so there's a great deal of shame when you're born with your mother's bone structure.
Right.
I had that joke where
Hold on. I got unplugged. I got unplugged. I got to know how to do it. Sorry, I laughed so hard I got unplugged.
But that's literally what it was. I had this joke where I used to be like, my dad was built for war and I was built for dance. It's true, right?
And you can dance probably.
I'm a
I know.
beautiful. Listen to me. Ballet was what I was put on the earth to do. When I showed up in a leotard at 23 in theater school in New York City, my teacher Barbara Cole came up and said, "Where do you dance?" I said, "I don't." She goes, "You have that, your legs and your body." I had a ballet dancer's body. Now, I didn't come from a culture that supported that. That was considered shameful. One had to be husky and eat. And so I spent all this time eating when I wasn't hungry and trying to lift weights. Nothing grew. And you're trying to be like your dad.
Yeah.
And my dad wasn't sensitive. I was a cat. I had those seminal moments in your life where you go, my dad just would eat. He wouldn't get cold. He just wouldn't get cold.
So what?
Yeah. And he didn't notice what he ate. He would just eat whatever you put in front of him. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Black coffee and just a fucking man. It smelled like English leather. And he shaved. I mean, everything was roughed away to handle a towel. He just was a very, he was, it was like another joke I would do is like, it was like two men had a baby. There was zero feminine energy. Zero. He was so, like, I always felt so safe, but he was so fucking tough.
Yeah.
And my mother said she'd never seen him cry. His best friend died in the Marines.
Yeah.
And he cried then, I guess, but like this, like. So you grow up with that idea of that a man, I had to be a bear, but I wasn't built like a bear or a silverback. I was a fucking monkey, like a capuchin. Or you know, and I had this fucking he was a self-help, he was a sports psychologist kind of guy, and he helped a lot of people. And he said, I never forgot it. He said, I said, what am I? We were friends, and he kind of like helped people out of their ruts, and he was kind of a Tony Robbins guy, but also worked with high-level athletes. And I said, How would you? What do you think of me? I wasn't working as an actor, and I was a mess, and I was always trying to be. I was just I failed. Somebody's like, "You got successful." I go, "I sat in traffic all my 30s and a lot of my 20s, just hearing the word no over and over again."
Yeah,
So I don't consider myself a success.
You and I though have similar trajectory.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, we do.
Because I was never like the it guy.
No.
I was never like you're new faces or you're going to be in the top 10 variety list and any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I was never considered, but what I did have was no quit.
Well, you're also funny as fuck.
And you as well, but that's not enough.
Well, I mean, it's such a weird, crazy business that when you just keep doing it, it becomes your turn. Like I've said this, I'm trying to work on this monologue, this metaphor, but it's like success happened at the rate it would take you to kill sparrows with a stone. Like for me, like if I sat there with rocks and every sparrow that flew by, I threw a rock at every sparrow that flew by, I would hit 3 or 4 a year.
Yeah.
And if you came to my house after 25 years, you'd see a wall full of sparrows.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "You must be an amazing rock thrower." And I'd be like, "No, I just threw rocks at every sparrow." So like I got so many no's, but like maybe 3 a year, maybe 3 every 3 years. But I held on to them, and then they kind of lead slowly.
Right.
And that's kind of how success happened, at least. By the time it happens, you don't even feel like it's not even that big of an accomplishment. It's like, oh, I've been doing it for 25 years. It takes a brain surgeon fully 10 years to become a full-fledged brain surgeon.
Yeah.
I'm doing it 25 years. I'm 2.5 brain surgeons into the game.
But aren't you glad it happened now?
I think so.
I
can finally stop beating myself up.
Yeah.
But the guy said, this self-help guy said, he said, I said, what do you think about me? He said, well, I think you're great. I think you're psychologically sound. But you have only one idea what you think strength is.
Which is what?
And I went, what's that? And he goes, well, you think there's only one kind of strength, which is the kind of strength that can run to a wall, lift all the weight, and beat up everybody. You are trying to be a dog, my friend. And in fact, you're a cat. You're a finicky eater. You're sensitive to your environment. Now, a dog might be able to kill you, but dogs have trouble catching cats because as the melee was going on, you'd be perched on a wall.
Yeah.
You'd find and it's true.
Yeah.
It was true.
Yeah.
You know, if I was a soldier, I'd rather be a sniper, sir, and be way out. I don't want to be in the
or medical. I would be medical guy.
Yeah.
Giving people morphine.
You'd be my fucking concubine.
Whoa! It got aggressive quick.
You'd be my girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you know what? I would fuck you back.
No.
Bend me over that burning village.
No.
That you would burn my village down, kill all my family.
Of course I would.
And you'd bend me over a wooden fucking thing.
Yep.
And you'd pump.
Yep.
But I would pump back.
No, you know what I'd be saying?
Sphincter, the sphincter.
No, because I'd be going like this.
Yeah.
America first.
Yeah, and then my asshole's leaky. It'd be Vietnam second or whatever. You know what I mean?
And then I go, "This is for you." As I came.
All right.
It's
too fucking far.
All right, man. I'm sorry.
You apologize. That was progressive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ain't no concubine for nobody, bro. So anyway,
those are those moments in
Yeah.
your life where you go, "I got to stop trying to be that when I'm just this." Well, young people need to hear that. I spend so much time trying to be like you know what? I fucking heard something that was kind of profound. These simple things sometimes, like mic drop moments, where a guy said, "Mental toughness isn't about." Bearing down. Mental toughness is just learning what not to indulge in and what not to think about.
Yeah.
Like what not to think about. You're freezing, you're a Navy SEAL, you're in the water. Well, the guys that can think about something else and not think about how cold it is, just not indulge it, those are usually the guys that survive.
Hello, sleepers. We're going to take a quick break to share some amazing sponsors with you.
Brooklinen. I love it. Brooklinen is, I have a new house with my beautiful princess, Colo. And we have several bedrooms with some beds in it. All of our beds are furnished with Brooklinen sheets. The reason why, it's the best sheets in the market and it's affordable. Making your home beautiful is the ultimate form of self-care. You spend a third of your life in sheets. Don't you want them to be insanely comfortable, you fucking idiots? Mm-hmm. And this holiday season, it's time to get the ones that you love yourself with something a little cozier like bedding, loungewear, towels, and more. And lucky for you, Brooklyn is having their biggest sale yet this Black Friday through Cyber Monday.
Ooh.
Tell us about it, Gil.
Guys, you like softness? You like comfort? Essentials to help you relax?
Brooklinen has it all. Brooklinen.com is having their biggest sale ever, and it's happening right now for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all their sheets, comforters, towels come with a lifetime warranty. The only way to get access to their biggest event and free shipping is to go to brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com before December 3rd. And if you're hearing this and it's post Black Friday / Cyber Monday, you can still use the promo code TIGER at brooklinen.com for 10% off and free shipping anytime. Brooklinen, everything you need to live your most comfortable life.
Hands, let's go back to my hair. All right, that's good.
We can do it.
Do it
all
right, my hair.
Doctors.
Guys. When I was a young man, I had no money, and I had a lot of problems. I was balding. I was hair coming out of my head. I had dick problems, all kinds of stuff, and I couldn't afford nothing, So, but now you can get expert, right?
Yep.
Advice and help from professionals just by going to HIMS. Tell them about it.
Guys, there are no more awkward in-person doctor visits or long pharmacy lines. You can just go to their website and get it handled. Try HIMS today by starting out with our free online visit. Go to forhims.com/belly. That's forhims.com/belly. Forhims.com/belly. Prescription products are subject to doctor approval and require an online consultation with the physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. See website for full details and safety information. This could cost hundreds if you went to in person to the doctor's office or pharmacy. Remember, that's forhims.com/belly. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Have you
Heavy.
seen the documentary Hands on the Hard Body?
I sure have.
You have?
Yes.
Do you ever wonder the
a great
types
one.
of people that are able to endure that kind?
You can never tell.
You can never tell in the beginning.
You can never tell
No.
by their endurance.
I already
Remember
know.
that one
I'm
crazy
not
religious woman who was
Yeah.
able to stay till the very end?
because
and
she
I
was
think
praying.
she was praying, but it took her out of her. She was delusional, but it took her out of her any physical.
If you don't know what it is,
feelings,
let's
all
explain
of
what
it.
it is. So basically, it's a documentary, and I guess in Texas at some sort of truck what do you call it, like Toyota or whatever. They decided we're going to do this documentary, and it's basically you can win this truck, right? You have to put your hand, like 30 people get in.
Yeah.
You have to put your hand on the truck. You can't move, and whoever lasts.
Oh.
I think it's both hands.
Both hands,
Both.
correct. Both hands. Whoever lasts, the last man standing gets the thing.
And they get like 10-minute breaks.
Yes, to
But
pee.
it's like that one guy was eating Snicker bar.
Oh no, the
Dude,
guy.
you're gonna cry.
It was the guy who wore the wrong shoes. Remember, and he called his friend to bring in another pair of
Oh,
shoes
yeah.
for him, but he didn't last either.
I would bring eucalyptus. I would get all new age with that shit. I would
all the
have
young
new age.
people were gone.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
we
really?
don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I remember. Do you ever hear Artie Lang tell the pig story?
No, tell me.
So we did Babe Watch on Mad TV.
Yeah.
And Artie had to be dressed like a pig. He was Babe, and he had udders, but it was yeah, and we were playing Baywatch, and he was the Babe, and blah, blah. And so it was fucking hilarious and genius. But he was in the middle of, I'm not speaking out of turn because he's told the story. He was in the middle of his major cocaine addiction.
Yeah.
I threatened this coke dealer that day. I literally went,
Oh, you did?
If I don't want to go into that. But,
Okay.
But it was so bad, and he left in the middle of the shoot. He tells the story. He's a great storyteller, and so we were. I've never been that cold. I've never been that cold. For whatever reason in Malibu, well, the crew were all in around down jackets and sweaters, and they were around heat lamps. It was because the wind was blowing on the beach, and it was the middle of the winter in LA. I don't know whether it was 40 degrees or 45 degrees, it didn't matter. I had a wig on and shorts, and I had no clothing. And we were all sick cold, okay? So they'd be waiting with these blankets to put us around, then we'd huddle around. Dave Herman, who, well, you know Dave.
Yeah, of course, I love Dave.
Thin.
Yeah.
And not in good shape. And
Yeah.
and
He's like he's like
genius.
he looks like your like typical groundlings.
Oh yeah, a genius, and a tough guy though in his own way. He's just tough, and Dave never put a jacket on. Dave just sat there and took it, and I never forgot because I always walked around like the tough guy in that group because they were
Weak
improv
comics.
guys, and I was,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a black belt in
Real man.
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
No, I was a wrestler in high school, whatever I was, I lift weight, whatever. And Dave he just would do this. He'd go, and he just the whole day. But
Yeah.
you have to understand that cold wears you the fuck down after 8, 9, 10 hours.
Yeah, I know. I've been outside before, you fucker.
And you don't know anything about the cold.
All right,
And
I'm in
he's
the
wearing
fuck.
fur right now. But I couldn't believe, and later on I found out that, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn for him, but his mother had Alzheimer's or some kind of a disease where she was bedridden most of his life, and she suffered, and then she died when we were doing Mad, I think. And but it was he said that's one of the reasons I never complain, and I just never think that I deserve a lot, because I watched my mother go through that, and I know what he was doing probably there. I know he was thinking about his mother, and he's like, the way she suffered, I'm gonna fuck. Like, there's something soothing about suffering like that.
Yeah.
You know, when you're
Wow.
when you there's something that's soothing about that.
Yeah.
You know that, but that's fascinating when people are able to just detach and watch, because that's what meditation, mindfulness is. The people that are contemplative athletes,
Yeah.
they can step outside themselves and watch. Why
You can also like reframe the sensation, because like when
you can reframe this.
yeah, because like I think that when I was doing a lot of like just really intense therapy a couple years ago, one of the guys that I was in the group with, he had really severe PTSD, and so he had chronic pain. So he was chronically depressed. And one of the things he was told was basically to not run away from the pain, but to get so familiar with it that it doesn't feel threatening. So your senses, so it basically becomes something so familiar, so your pain receptors don't respond in the same way.
Yep.
And I wonder if that's the same with somebody like.
Well, they step out and they witness this. You want to hear something that blew my fucking mind? That made me you ever hear something where it fucks you up?
Yeah.
Like it fucks up your whole thing. Like you're like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, I've been going through my life at 52.
I wanna know.
I don't know shit.
Tell me.
So
Tell me, damn.
So tell me.
Tell me.
So anyway, I'm gonna talk. Actually, I'm from Italy. I don't talk like that. No, because I do a good American accent. But this is how I talk. So, do you know who Eric Weinstein is? Of course
No.
not. He's done Rogan's podcast a bunch of times.
Super smart dude.
Okay.
Dude.
I mean,
Super smart.
might be-
wait. Stop. Don't ask me who somebody is
Yeah.
and go, of course not,
No, because-
just because he's bright.
No, I know, but you're like,
Fucker.
no. I'm just saying your brain's like, oh, no.
He's my fucking writing partner, Eric Weinstein.
Yes.
We wrote a book
Dude, I'm
together.
sorry.
On fucking
I didn't-
physiology
What?
of the mind.
Dude, you're
And the
smart as
foot.
shit. You're
Go ahead.
reverse engineering the brain.
Go ahead, man.
Anyway, he's a theoretical
I
mathematician.
know. I wrote a book with him. Go ahead.
PhD from Harvard, for the people who don't know.
Yeah.
PhD from Harvard, physicist, and just a brilliant mind, right? And he's working on the theory of everything. And now, what is that, Bobby? Doesn't fucking know. There's the quantum reality, which is Einstein, like atoms, and then there's like Newtonian reality, which is like, gravity, like the world we live in. Yeah. But sometimes quantum reality, when you get the level of an atom, the laws of gravity and all the shit that we live in are reversed. Like they're just the opposite. It's the studying an electron behaves so differently, and they're all blah blah blah. Einstein was trying to work on what's called the theory of everything. Like what is all of this?
Yeah.
There's got to be a way. There's got to be a mathematical algorithm or some kind of an explanation for all of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know what they are? Do you know what they are kind of concluding? A lot of these.
What are they
theoretical
concluding with this?
I don't like your attitude, bro.
Whoa.
Call me a phone. What'd you call me earlier? I forgot.
I don't remember. Did
You
he
called me
you
something
anything?
earlier. I didn't like
Well,
it.
no, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Take your shirt off.
Oh, concubine.
Yeah.
Call me a concubine.
Well, shave your mustache.
So tell me.
So he goes, he said, well, the simulation is coming, right? Like the idea that we're going to build a machine, a robot that is more human than human. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be 100 years from now, but we are going to have a human. You're not going to be able to tell the difference between a human and a robot.
Right.
But it's also going to have access to all the information now. And so there's this fear that robots may become conscious and
singularity.
have no respect for their biological heritage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And he said, well, we're beginning to think that maybe it's already happened.
Mm.
You think
Maybe-
so? Oh.
Maybe we're already, all of us are self-replicating machines, but we don't know it yet, but we're going to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe our biological heritage is long dead. maybe time, as you and I think of it, as, oh, there were the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians. That's just a relationship between two mathematical equations. It's not what you think it is. We might already be in this massive simulation, so that everything you've seen is artificial, including you and me. We may very well just be these incredibly smart machines. And guess what we're doing as machines? Making even smarter machines.
Smarter machines.
And so it goes. And so we may very well be in this continuum. And they're getting kind of, they're working on the, so yes, evolution, but there's something much bigger than evolution.
Have you
evolution,
lost your mind?
I know. It's in a
You're
circle.
getting so old.
But I want to hear the rest of it. I want to hear the rest of it.
No, I know, it's so fascinating.
But that's the
Let me ask you, so if that's true, if I die, what happens? I get reborn into this thing?
So check. So this is where Buddhism and mindfulness folds in on the science. Watch this. So,
I believe everything you're saying. The way you talk to me,
The posture
is downward.
So many angles.
I don't like the downward.
I know.
Go directly.
The first
right?
20 minutes, his arm was cocked like a jab the
like
whole
you're gonna
time.
beat
Like that.
the fuck out of me, man.
I'm dominating.
I'm your
you.
friend.
I'm dominating
me,
But
man.
you know what's funny? Is none of these are my ideas. I just heard them,
I
and I
know.
heard them like
a week ago.
Yeah, but now I'm like an expert. Now I'm like this with you
Yeah, I don't like
because it makes me feel better
Like
than
you have a
everybody in
secret.
the room.
Just talk to me like normal.
I know, but I'm trying to be dramatic.
I know. All right,
But I
keep
am
doing
talking
it. All right,
down.
I know. You're so down. You always do that,
Please
by the
let
way.
me keep doing it.
I'll keep doing it.
Don't fuck my.
All right. So,
So like we're if we're in like the simulation, like it's crazy that we are. So
if I die, what happens?
Watch this question.
Okay.
So this kind of blew my mind too. Like, look at me for a second, all right? Like the way you are. Now let me ask you this weird, profound question. Where are you? Where do you begin?
I begin here. What do you mean?
Where is Bobby?
Bobby is right here.
Try to see the seer. Like, are you behind your face? Can you?
I see what you're saying.
Can you locate the seat of your attention?
So
Try
now you're getting to this.
Yeah.
Eckhart Tolle. Because Eckhart Tolle.
It's not Eckhart Tolle, it's Buddhism. So
I understand the
don't
Buddha,
give that guy.
I know. I'm not going to give that guy. I'm not going to give that guy.
But
This is why I learned it.
You're right, actually.
This is why I learned it.
Yeah, you're right.
That there's your conscious right, but there's a seer, an observer.
Yeah.
I know that because sometimes I observe my behavior and I go, what the fuck are you doing? I think that's my true self.
But meaning there may not be a self. So when you try to locate yourself, at least this is what the Buddhists who get into this, who do this, but if I try and I do this, and through Sam Harris, I do his app, and I've read his book, and I've read a lot about Buddhism, but doesn't mean I know anything about it. But the idea would be, but the idea is losing.
You're a crazy person.
I know. I'm gonna levitate.
I mean, it's
I'm
like
gonna levitate,
you
and
know
I'm not
who you
even
are?
Bryan.
You're
I'm
Mel
David
Gibson in that-
Blaine.
What?
Well, what was that Mel Gibson conspiracy theory with Will? I don't forget who was in it. Oh, Julia Roberts. Anyway.
Yeah, but
So my dad just died.
yeah.
So what happened to him?
I don't know. But I do know that
But does he get reabsorbed? Or the machine? Does he start over?
maybe we are simulations. Maybe there's someone at the controls. Maybe there is. Maybe you are sort of an avatar of something that is.
All right, you know what, dude?
It's
You're
fucking
freaking
mind
me
blowing
out.
though.
You're freaking
because
me out right now, bro.
Where do you begin?
Where the fuck do you begin?
I fucking here.
David Blaine again?
Propellers, same joke.
Oh, that's fucking heavy.
But I mean, it is kind of fucking mind blowing when you
Yeah.
ask, where do I begin? Like behind my eyes? Where am I listening to you from?
Yeah.
How would you measure sound? How would you? Those are the things that are very fucking profound when you start to. And then if you hear those guys who are talking this way, those physicists and theoretical mathematicians, those people that are working on this idea that we might be in simulation, and you see how it kind of folds in on itself with the notion of Buddhism, like there may not be a self, that we may very well be these self-replicating machines. Think about what we are. We are machines.
Yeah.
We need to shut down and recharge. We need fuel.
Yeah.
All that stuff. There's
Wow.
no difference. We're just very complex machines.
Yeah.
And we are learning to reverse engineer our very computers, which is our brain.
Yeah. It's funny when I'm in therapy now, and it boggles the mind how deep the psyche goes, and trauma, and all the things that one experiences, and how it's connected to your body. How we're just these intricate machines, right? With like ability to evolve, and grow and learn. So maybe you are right, man. You're freaking the shit out of me right now, man.
I fear that if I subscribe to that theory too deeply, that I'll just forget the humanity and say fuck it and just not show kindness or even.
So that's really interesting you say that, because I thought about that. That was where I was like, if we're all machines and it doesn't matter anyway, you can fall into this nihilistic thing. However, I think that's a trap. I think that just because we're machines doesn't mean we're not supposed to. Because here's the other thing. I also think we are somewhat wired to have a sort of a moral sense. In other words, like we know when we're lying, and not only do we know when we're lying, it manifests itself in our bodies. If you're not a total sociopath, but we do know. And sociopaths and serial killers and people, there is something wrong with their brain. They haven't pinpointed exactly, but they know that there might be a malfunction in the brain. We know that people's brains, their computers. Robert Sapolsky, who's the behavioral evolutionary biologist, said in 20 years, 30, 40 years, we're going to go, I know I dropped these things.
I love it.
But he's going to go, when we have somebody who opens up on a school, God forbid, or kills a bunch of people, we're going to go, we're going to go back and go, remember when we used to put them in jail? Remember how we used to call them evil and put them to death? Yeah. And we didn't know that what was actually going on was that there was this glitch in the program. Yeah. So it really makes you kind of go, but you know what I mean? We do have a moral sense. Even people that do terrible things.
But is that moral sense something that is just learned by the machine, or is it something that's deeply embedded in our? I
would suggest it's deeply embedded, because even children have a deep sense. Even children have a sense of fair play. Even infants know that when their mothers are in distress, and more importantly, think about like how, let's stick to Nazis. Okay, an egregious example.
Never heard of it. What's it?
The Nazis.
What do they do?
Nazis. They even. Groups like that commit genocide and things try to justify what they're doing on moral grounds. Yeah. Well, we're fixing a problem. I had an acting teacher who said, if you're playing a monster like Stalin or Hitler, you can't play him like a monster. You got to play him like a man who's trying to solve a problem. Because that's how human beings are, even twisted. Wow.
Okay, so if this is all a simulation and we have that much control and we're all just self-replicating at this point, where do diseases and viruses and bacteria and protozoans come? Why does that exist? How are we not able to
I don't know, but
control that part?
Those two are simplified machines, aren't they?
Viruses are for sure machines, and because they self-replicate within a self-replicating being, apparently. Yeah. So that's some inception shit.
We're also learning how to use viruses to
right, to cure cancer.
Okay.
Oh, 3 fingers up while he drinks water.
Because I'm an aristocrat.
When you were on the Joker, what was Joaquin Phoenix like? That's what people want to fucking know. You fucker. Let's take it down a bit, man.
He was so jovial.
Was he nice?
He was so in character that I never said yet one word. I was in the room with him for 4 days.
But how far away were you away from him?
Where you are, Bobby.
Did you ever feel the need to like say anything to him?
I'm too old because I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm too old for that. Yeah. Because I don't care. Yeah. Comic. Yeah. So what about your acting? Like, what? There's no actor that's gonna make me like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Right. And also, I like when you see stuff like that. When you see like, whatever, an actor doing his thing, and you're separated a little bit, and I know not to say anything.
I think you can't help. You wouldn't be able to help yourself.
I would say, you want some water?
Yeah.
I would say something like that.
I think he's a very sweet guy, but for me, I was in the room and I was watching him, and for me, I came to see Todd and I saw the scene when he's on the bus when he's laughing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
And I haven't seen the movie, but he's laughing, and I went, I'm not kidding. I've been doing this 25 years. I saw that frame and I went, oh, he's gonna win an Oscar. And furthermore, I've been acting for 25 years. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
How do you do that?
I don't know how to suffer. I don't know how to lose 60 pounds for a role. I don't know how to live on an apple a day. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So for me, like I was kind of in the presence of such wonderful effort and talent and artistry that I'm not gonna fucking say anything to him. I'm not gonna get in the way of that shit. Hey man, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Fire the kid.
Body, he's,
Spotify. Okay.
yeah, he's twisted up.
We're machines.
We're machines, bud.
He that's not how he works. He works. He can't work that way.
Because I remember Michael Rosenbaum told me, because he's still sitting on this podcast, he saw him at a party.
Yeah.
And you know how you see some, like I did this with Judd once, where I saw Judd at the Comedy Store. I hadn't talked to him in years. So I thought, how do I open the conversation? And I found the thing, and it worked for me. He talked to me.
That's so nice, though.
Yeah, that's how I got on Love. I mean, he's a gracious guy, right?
He's such a good guy.
But Michael Rosenbaum, when he saw Joaquin, he had the thing. So he walks up to Joaquin, and Joaquin goes, "Not right now, man." And Michael just turned around.
Good.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
I know. I wouldn't do that either.
He's not that guy. That's okay. He's a very strange cat.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who would you, like, you're at a cafe,
Yeah.
and there's only you and some other person,
Yeah.
and somebody would you say anything to whoever it might be?
You know, maybe Jason Statham seems like a great guy. This type
Right.
of dude.
You guys are similar.
Well, I mean, you know, whatever he is, he's a guy I could get along with. I like, you know.
Right. Vin?
Like
you know Vin?
I don't know Vin.
Yeah.
Like, I love Kevin Hart. Do you know Kevin?
No. Oh. Nice.
He's the best.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But he's the best. Like, he's the funniest, playful, most generous. He's the best. Like, I love that guy. It bums me out that I didn't know him when I was younger, so I could be best friends with him.
Yeah.
He's the best person. Wow. And he's so funny. He's such a silly goose.
Yeah.
He, like you and I, the way we play.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to do.
So him and I would be really good.
Oh my God, you guys would be. I can't believe you don't know him.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's so funny, man. He's so fucking generous. Like, when people say anything bad about him, I get so mad because I don't know him. I know him well enough, but I think he's such a good person.
Oh, that's
I've
fucking
seen that
nice.
motherfucker reach in his pocket when nobody was looking. The waitress was all hurried and she was running back and forth. This poor little lady, she was like, she probably had 2 kids at home and she was kind of a little bit, you know, waddly, just a tough life, you know. And Kevin just, without anybody, he didn't say, I look at it, and he pulls out a wad of hundreds, like $500, and he goes, "Hey, thank you. I just want to thank you, man. You're doing a great job. I know it's tough out here. Thanks for putting up with us." And just puts it in her pocket, so nobody could see. I love that motherfucker. He's beautiful. And then I took it from her. I robbed her afterwards.
That reminds me of when Sebastian was in the OR once.
Yeah.
And there was a black lady. He thought she might have been like a street person. Well, I don't know. But she was there with Cat Williams. He was like somewhere else in the room. And when he killed. And when he got off stage, the woman comes up to him and goes, "Cat wanted you to have this." He gave him $500. He also wanted to say, "You're fucking so funny." And Cat never talked to him.
That's great.
She just walked into the darkness.
That's great.
What?
Yeah, that's
hey,
called
Cat.
class.
Yeah.
And
This
that's
cat
the
didn't
kind.
want to make it weird.
Yeah, he didn't want to make it weird because it's weird, you know. But he had some cash, and he laughed really hard at this guy.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick pause to share some amazing sponsors with you.
My bookie. Are you the type of fan that knows football so well that you could choose any game and call it? Well, maybe My Bookie is the place for you because they let you turn all your sports knowledge into cash in your wallet. Between football seasons, NBA, and the start of college basketball seasons, and I know what I'm talking about because I know Gronk, it's time to get off the sideline and get into the action with MyBookie.ag
today.
I know Venus Williams. If you're the kind of guy who likes to bet a little to win a lot, try a parlay, for instance. If you like a couple of big favorites this week, parlays are perfect because they let you bet multiple games together for a much bigger payout.
If you join right now, MyBookie will match your deposit halfway, all the way up to $1,000. That means if you deposit $2,000, you get an extra $1,000 in free money to play with. Just use the promo code BELLY to activate the offer. Once again, that's the promo code BELLY to take advantage of MyBookie's generous sign-up offer. Visit mybookie.ag today. You play, you win, you get paid.
Away, 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 away.
Oh, I really like that.
Wow.
It's nice.
Away. Thoughtful luggage for modern travel.
Bobby and I travel a lot. We never, we're very particular about what suitcases we use. we don't use anything but away luggages because for someone like Bobby who
Okay, so check
has
this out.
6,000 gadgets.
Check this out, right? So this is a battery. You charge it, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the away bag, right? You stick it in here.
Let's lift it up for them. Mm-hmm.
Right? And now, see how it sticks in there, right?
Oh, my God.
And so now when you're traveling the airport, you can charge your shit anywhere.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right? And you already have your suitcase. You don't have to have another mechanism. It's built into the thing. Also, they're very good at compartments and stuff. It's very like
And they have a little laundry bag. And also on top of that, you know how like the wheels of some suitcases stick?
Mm-hmm.
Well, these never do. They do a little circle thing. So
They're
you can
circly.
spin them around.
Future wheels.
Yep. And Bobby likes to sit on them and roll himself across the airport.
Away,
It's also a form of transportation. Away suitcases. Get them.
Guys, we've been loving our away carry-on. It's minimal design, looks good in any context with any traveler. For $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/belly and use the promo code BELLY during checkout. Once again, for $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/belly and use the promo code BELLY during checkout.
Away, away, away. That's a song you had in your head you couldn't quite capture.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Man,
Leah just sent me a fucking.
what do you...
Show it. Let's put it by the mic.
Hey, bud, open for me.
Look at his feet.
I love
I'm
him
gonna
so much.
beat
Should we
his ass.
FaceTime?
I know, but how great is that guy?
Let's FaceTime him.
Let's FaceTime. Bro, I love his fucking...
for me.
He'll just send me a headshot of him. Go ahead. Is he there?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, what's up, man? Am I on the podcast?
Yeah, you're on TigerBelly right now.
Oh, well,
Hey!
guess what, then?
What?
Fucking TigerBelly price just went up.
Hey, dude. And you don't fuck. Wait, Lenoshi, what are you doing? You're dry jacked off.
Lenochi, get off the screen. I told him he'll never be on TigerBelly.
Yeah,
Lenochi.
He's never going to go on TigerBelly. Lenochi, get off the screen.
level up. We're trying to keep this level up, baby.
Hey, Chris, don't fucking send me videos saying open for me. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you liked fucking money and fans.
I make money and fans, bro. I have fans and money. Don't.
Oh. Okay, my bad. Good.
What about me, bro?
Oh, come on, you have a few.
Thank you so much.
You,
dude.
man.
Thank-
Chris, you know what
Right.
I'm gonna give you? You know what I'm gonna give you, bro? I'm
What?
gonna give you a fucking slap up. You know what a slap up is? Like that. Yeah.
Dude, and what do you have a book, Insults from the 50s?
That's not. Look,
I'm
man.
gonna give you a slap up, you see? I'm gonna give you a slap up.
No, that's street because I'm street and you're from Pasadena. Yeah. I'll
Dude,
fucking,
hey.
what?
Dude, what's the deal, man? What are you doing Tiger? But dude, you fucking begged them to be on Tiger.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. He begged,
No,
bro.
I didn't. They
he
asked
fucking
me
begged
out.
me. I was like, I don't have the time.
They go. Hey, Brian, promote your dates. Promote your dates because you're gonna be at the Wilbur on New Year's Eve. So, and also, Brian, talk about Complicated Apes. It's our favorite 1 hour special on everywhere but Netflix.
Hey, here's a picture of Callen trying to get on TigerBelly.
Dude,
Oh, my.
where are you, bro? In
Yeah, what-
Detroit still?
No, I'm in Tampa right now, dude.
Where you
Tampa.
playing there in Tampa, bud?
What's that, Bobby?
What's the venue?
I don't know. Whatever's biggest, man. I don't know.
Dude, that's annoying.
Yeah, he gets to choose when he lands.
You're real papa's.
I'll
boy,
play the
too.
forum, he says. And they set it up, right?
Yeah,
I what?
yeah.
No, never mind. We love you, bro. Thanks for picking up. I love you, buddy.
See ya, Chris.
Give him a round of applause,
eat-
Chris
go eat the
D'Elia.
mustard.
He's a real man. And he's the king, the top of the mountaintop.
No, don't say
And there are
that.
people underneath him.
No,
There are a lot of people underneath him.
that's weird the way you're clapping.
I do
Like
like
you're trying
Wait,
to catch a fly.
Did you ever see Brendan Fraser clap at the Golden Globes? Bobby seems to think that's what ended his career. Have you ever?
So
I've heard he has the biggest dick in Hollywood.
I believe it.
He's got. a
I
dick.
believe it.
Sorry, bro.
But how did he clap, and why were you?
it became a
I
meme.
don't believe that that's what did anything.
I think it
to his
did
career.
because it became a meme, and he does this, and he does this weird finger thing,
He spazzed.
and it becomes Watch it here.
He's a good guy.
Look. And I think that that's what fucked him up.
And ruined everything.
Yeah. Because it became a meme, and he already wasn't doing well. You know what?
He was doing great.
No. What happened was this: is that he was supposed to do Mummy 3 or Mummy 4, and he was waiting for the director, the original director, and the studio was like, "No, we want to make it now." He's like, "No, I want to wait for the director." So then, okay, The Rock is gonna do it.
Oh.
And then that's it. That was the only marketable franchise that he was a part of.
Yeah.
And he should have fucking done it.
But maybe he just didn't want to act anymore too. Isn't that possible? That
Yeah,
you just don't
I
wanna be
always,
on a fucking
you know
set?
what? I always wonder that, and I always tell him, look, like, what if people are just over it, and want to move on to the next chapter in their lives? He refuses to believe any creative wants to stop.
Let me tell you something on TigerBelly. Let me tell you something. When my show is done,
Yeah.
and I love that show, and I love everybody I work with.
I love it.
But there's a good chance old Bri will be doing just podcasting and just fucking stand-up, okay? Because I got tennis to play. I got wine to drink. I got dinners to fucking attend. Because I want to be living a life of leisure. Don't like working 12 hours a day because I'm lazy,
Yeah.
okay?
It's not because it's not what you think it is. What people think it is. It's a lot of sitting there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like, try these socks. Just no one's. You know what the worst of wardrobe? No one's gonna see it.
Yeah.
Or when props get, just put this pen here.
Yeah.
And the continuity. I go. No one gives a fuck about this pen.
It's a detailed manual process.
Yeah.
I mean it. You know, and again, I love doing. You know, you get so attached to the people because my show, like, I love the crew.
Yeah.
I love the fucking actors, and so the idea of it going away would be such a heartbreak because you fall in love with the people you work with.
Yeah.
They're
And you
all
make good
awesome.
money, bro.
I make fucking $1 million an episode. I know, and I give it to charity because I don't need it.
Yeah. But you have to admit though, it's easier money than stand up in some sense. No, for maybe not for you because I don't know what you're
stand up.
Because I'm just assuming what you make on your show.
Yeah.
So I guess you do make about even. But do you think that?
Well, I got lucky and I do all right on that show, right? But I'm there 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of work. I'm not complaining. It's awesome. All I'm saying is that I'm lazy, and if I've gotten to a point where I can afford to be a comic and a podcaster, and for me, I'm about money and not art.
Yeah,
there I
you're
said it.
Bro, look, bro. I'm sorry.
To a special.
If you say that, fuck. Okay, go to the fucking. Go. I'm helpful. Fuck you.
To another.
We'll talk about. Go ahead.
Unhelpful advice.
We're doing emails now.
Bobby, Khalyla, and Bryan Callen.
Dear Bobby, TigerBelly gang, and Mr. Callen, I'm a 25-year-old guy, and I knocked up this 26-year-old girl because she said she was on birth control.
She was on birth control?
Birth control
Yeah.
when we had unprotected sex, and a month later, she's pregnant. She didn't believe in abortion, and I didn't. It's her body and her choice, and I didn't want to push her. We are very incompatible. We fight almost daily. I love her, but I'm not in love with her. I feel like I have my whole life ahead of me, and I'm missing out on true love. Am I a deadbeat dad for wanting to lead the family life? Should I stay and try to work it out for another year or drop everything and start a new life? My name is Z.
Oh, Z.
Well.
Z.
What is he?
Well, my advice, I don't think I should say.
I think it's pretty. For me, it's pretty easy. You
What
hate
is
each
it?
other. Don't be together. Be financially responsible,
Hey.
and you're not a deadbeat.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a deadbeat at all. You got her pregnant. The baby is not to be born yet. You can absolutely be an amazing father, be in that child's life, and be a responsible example and all that stuff. You just don't have to live. You deserve love. Your kid, what do you want to do? Raise your kid in a bad relationship? So that's their model with two people who are lying for what a shitty thing to put on a child. Hey, we stayed together. We're miserable for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That doesn't create guilt. So young man, don't marry this gal, but be there for your child. That's the most important thing. And always be there and find somebody you love because this woman is not the truth for you.
Yeah.
She's a lie.
Because you're going to waste time. You're gonna think, I'm going to make it work. I'm telling you right now, 10 years down the road, you're going to leave.
Yeah.
That's 10 years out of your life that you could have met somebody, Yeah. So yeah, you gotta fucking do it
agree.
now. Yeah.
Right.
And you're not being insensitive at all. I don't think that's an insensitive move. I think that you should just absolutely get out of it as soon as you can. Just be fully financially responsible, though. But she probably hates you just as much as you hate her.
And a deadbeat dad is a guy who's just not there.
Yeah. And you know what? You can be a deadbeat dad while still being in a relationship with a mom. There are many ways to be a deadbeat dad.
100%. 100%.
You didn't like the cookie, Brian, or what?
Nah, man, I'm just eating because they're there. Next time, a little food, bro. Instead of suckers, you got fucking suckers.
You have dates you want to plug, bro?
Come on, bro.
Bro, you got dates you want to
All right.
plug, bro, or what?
All right, look, I'll be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston. New
Boston,
Year's
great.
Eve.
Who's
Then
doing
I'll
that
be-
with you?
Alone, Bryan Callen.
I know, but you have no opener?
People, they're already at the door. They're literally camped out now. Yeah, I'll have maybe Malik B, maybe Stevie Blue Eyes. I don't know yet. I'm gonna bring some people. Maybe my buddy Herman. I got some people, but maybe Bobby Lee. You never know. And then I'll be at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, and then I think I'm in Nashville. Just
Zanies?
go to tfatk.com.
Zanies?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, honestly, I really, truly love you. You're a handsome
you too.
guy. You're so talented.
Thank you.
And, you're the first guest I've ever had in this new studio.
Really? You're
the
Yeah,
first
this is the
one.
first day we've done it. Yeah, so
Your
you...
sister found me to be a least favorite guest. Somebody.
Well, who did?
She's upstairs.
Bryan Callen was my
She's up
least
there.
favorite. I was like,
Should we bring her down?
I was like, well, yeah, bring her down.
No, you don't bring her down.
What the fuck?
You know, it's
did
so
I
funny
do?
today because I was like, Bryan Callen's our guest today. She's like, you know what? I still get emails from his army
So silly.
about how angry they are
love
that
it.
I
I love
expressed an
it. I love
opinion.
it. You know,
Why did she
It's-
like,
bro.
I mean, arrogant, or what was it? Or do I just rub her the wrong way?
I don't know. She's a lead nurse in a jail. I think she reads people really well. I don't know what she read about you, but you must have not.
I'm a criminal.
no. No, she's attracted to you.
Hey, don't. That's absolutely not true.
That's what it is.
That's
What it
not
is.
it.
I think that's the
Give a
conclusion.
round of applause to Bryan
Wow.
Callen. She's attracted to you. You know that's true. Yeah. She's in love with you, dude.
She's in love with me.
Guys, make sure you go to TFATK, so you go to Bryan Callen, find his dates, and also
love you, Bobby.
purchase Complicated Apes on Amazon and iTunes, I believe. Hello, sleepers. Thank you for listening to this very funny episode with Bryan Callen. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Brooklinen. The only way to get access to their biggest event ever and free shipping is to go to brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com before December 3rd. Also, thank you to Hims. Try Hims today by starting out with a free online visit. Go to forhims.com/belly. If you join right now, MyBookie will match your deposit halfway. Just use the promo code BELLY to activate the offer at mybookie.ag. And for $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/belly and use the promo code BELLY during checkout. Make sure you look at everything for Bobby Lee at BobbyLeeLive.com. You can follow Khalyla at Calamity K, George_Kimmel, Jason at J&1Next, figure it out. And you can find me at Gilbert's. And everyone have a good night. Thank you so much. We love you.
Shukuluki mo